Hello everybody, welcome. I am Kathy with Lavender Lime, or let me say it how we say it here in the South. Hi y'all! So this is not live today, we're actually just doing some testing with some new equipment we have, but we're going to post it, see how it turns out. But I do want to tell you about a new book that we have. We've talked a little bit about it and I want to tell you a little bit more about it. So our new book is called Piece by Piece. Let me grab it here. Piece by Piece. It is made with grunge fabric, 6 grunge fabrics. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about how we did it. So first of all, let me pull out here just a little bit. I'm going to show you a little bit about the technique and the things that we use to do this with. So piece by piece, it's made up of 6 different sections. They're all fun to do. You do one section, move on to the next section, move on to the next section, finish all your 6 sections, put your sections together, and you have a cool quilt. So let's start with the basics of each section. So if you look at our page here, and I'm going to show you a section. This is actually section 1, I think. No, this is actually section 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it goes like this. Back up just a little bit. So section 5. So each section is going to be this size. Now what we're going to talk about to start with is in every section are blocks that are made with half square triangles. So we're going to talk about how those are made. So this is section 5. This is section 1 and 2 sewn together. No, they're not sewn together. They need to be sewn together. They will be sewn together. So it has one big block, and then if you look, it has some blocks that use half square triangles. Okay, same thing here. These have blocks that use half square triangles, plus there's a little row of half square triangles. So that's a lot of half square triangles. So we're going to talk today about how we make those half square triangles so quick and so easy. So we're using a product called Cake Mix. This is by Moda. It was created by Miss Rosie's Quilt Company for Moda. And it's an amazing, amazing product. So when you get Cake Mix recipe, on the bottom it tells you some samples of what those blocks will make. So for instance, this turns out when you do, and I'm going to show you an example, you're going to get 18 2.5 2-inch finished half square triangles. And then here are some sample blocks that you can make with those half square triangles. So we decided to use Miss Rosie's Cake Mix recipe number 3 in our pattern, and we thought, heck, we'll just use those 6 blocks right there. Those are awesome. So 6 sections, 6 blocks. You notice the first one I showed you with this block, and I think I showed you this block and then maybe this block. But all 6 of these are going to be in our 6 sections of our piece by piece pattern book, which by the way, I just finished up. This is the rough draft, getting ready to go off to the testers, full color. Super excited about this. Now the cool thing about this is you're seeing a whole lot of blue, gray, navy. Maybe you're like, okay, I really don't want a blue, gray, navy quilt. So in the book we give you lots of options. So take a look at these. These are 2 same quilt, 2 different colorways. This is salmon. This one is salmon, and this one's called the Lodge. So it's kind of more woodsy colors, blues and greens and tans. This one I love. Some salmons and some grays. There are going to be, we're going to have, I don't know, about 15 different color combinations. But you could pick out whatever your palette was. It takes 6 fabrics of grunge. You pick your palette of 6 grunges, and we make it very easy for you to be able to do that. So here's the full quilt And ours in the blue and gray. And then like we said, we showed you we have the other colors too. Okay, so let's talk just a minute about Miss Rosie's product called Cake Mix. So Cake Mix to me is kind of like a paper piecing technique without having to think. So simple. So if you want to look down here, what I have are two almost 10-inch squares that I'm going to take and put right sides together. I'm going to take my cake mix. When you get a cake mix, you get a pack. Let me grab the pack real quick. So you get a pack of paper. And all these are the same. So you can make multiples. So you tear off one of those pieces. Put it on top of your two squares, right sides together. Do a little pinning. However you want to pin, just to kind of keep it together. Love these pins and love this pin holder. So awesome. Do your pinning. Okay. Then you're going to take it over to the machine after you've pinned it. Let me put one more pin in there. After you've pinned it, you're going to take it over to the machine. And it's so simple from there because the directions tell you here are your sew lines, here are your cut lines. So you put it under your machine just like this, sew right through the paper, follow the sew lines, pull it out, take your rotary cutter, follow the cut lines, pull that paper off, open up, press, and you're going to have 2.5-inch half square triangles. So that is pretty neat and pretty fast. Like I said, each one of these sheets makes 18. So the two fabrics we have, we would get 18 half square triangles, just like these two. You put these two colors together, 10-inch squares, pin it down, sew on the lines it says to sew, cut on the lines it says to cut, you'll get those. Super, super simple. Okay. So, like I said, the really cool thing about it is you can choose whatever fabrics you want, whichever 6 fabrics you want. We used, and the book has, Moda makes a product called layer cakes, as most of you know, which are 10-inch squares. So we also do some pre-cut grunge 10-inch squares. So for each of the, like in this one, let me go back to here so you can see a little closer. This we used a 10-inch junior layer cake. This one we used a little dark, this one actually is a cream and this one's a tan. And Moda makes those already made up, 10-inch squares that you don't even have to cut your 10-inch squares. But it's easy too if you want to cut your other fabric, you'll cut your 10-inch squares for that. That's super simple. Okay, so we have, like I said, our piece by piece is going to be ready. We're going to send this one off. We've just about got this one finished. Becca did some beautiful blocks for us today. She brought these to me this morning. We're going to sew into another section. Excited to get that all done, finished, and off to the quilter. The book will go to the tester today, and pretty soon we'll have it all finished. We're going to have the quilt hanging at Quilt Market. If you're a shop owner and you're coming to Quilt Market, it'll be hanging at Market. So, one real quick thing, speaking of Becca, I'm going to get Becca on here pretty soon to tell you guys a little bit about herself. She is my partner in the business, and she's just amazing. She's just picking up things so quick. She takes care of such good things, but this morning I had the best time. We're having another little one, and she is just working herself to a frenzy, making sure that she is spending so much time with our little 3-year-old Harrison, as he's expecting his little brother coming in March. And so today she invited me to go to the doctor with her to do the ultrasound. Oh my gosh, I tried so hard not to cry because I didn't want to embarrass Becca and Harrison be all freaked out and think, what's wrong with Mimi? So I did that. You know how you look up to the ceiling where you don't cry? I did that. Look, it does work too. If you're getting ready to cry, if you look up to the ceiling, my sister and I, we've talked about that before. One time we were in a meeting, and the meeting was just going haywire. And I looked over there at my sister. It also works to keep you from trying, when you don't want to laugh, if you do that. And so she was over there, and I looked at her, and she was over there just looking up at the ceiling. So I knew what she was doing, trying not to laugh. But this morning was so special. We got to see little Carter, and he's cutest little thing. She's about 18 weeks, but pretty soon I'm going to get her on here to introduce you guys to her and let her talk a little bit about herself. She does all of our shipping. She works with our distributors. She takes care of all the orders. She's even sewing samples for us, and she's just amazing. So pretty soon I'm excited for you to get to meet her. After the ultrasound, we went to the zoo and had the best time. So it was a wonderful, wonderful morning. So I thought this afternoon I would show you guys a little bit more about our new book, Piece by Piece. So please follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, whichever one. I'm going to put this on Instagram and Facebook, so if you're on one, you want to follow us on the other, tell your friends. We don't have a tremendous amount of followers. We'd love to have some more followers, so just share this with your friends if you'd like to. If you go to our website, which is www.shoplavenderlime.com, you can get linked there to Facebook, Instagram. We've even been doing some YouTube videos, and I'll probably put this on YouTube too. I don't know, there's so much. It's hard to keep up with it all, but we're learning. So we're going to work on some more things. We know we've got a little sound issue. I think we've got fixed, but I'm missing a little piece, so we'll work on that. Lighting needs to be a little bit better. We're going to get that, but you know, we're blessed with tools that I can just sit in front of a camera and tell you guys about something, and you can sit in front of your computer or your iPhone and see about it and see if it's something you're interested in, and we can share ideas. And we have been in the business since 2005. I was on Monday. If you get a chance, you can go listen to a podcast that is Pat Sloan's quilting podcast. Pat Sloan has been in the business for years and years, and she's a tremendous quilter and an icon in the industry. And I was on her podcast on Monday talking a little bit about lavender lime. So you can go to allpeoplequilt.com and click on podcast, and then click on all the shows that she does. But ours is listed on there too, and you can listen. I did the last half hour. So she has two guests before me that did for 15 minutes each, and then I did the last half hour. So I rambled a little bit because I just did. I knew pretty much what the questions were going to be, but you know, still you get a little nervous and talking and you ramble a little bit. So I did a little bit of rambling. But anyway, go on and listen to our podcast. But please, if you can, share this video or share the post that we do. We've also got a contest going on to give out a packet, a little gift pack of books, and Becca's very generous when she sends those out. So look on our Instagram, look on our Facebook, and find that contest. It tells you exactly how to enter, what you have to do, and we're going to send out some freebies. So thank you for joining us. We hope you have a happy Wednesday. We hope fall is in the air where you live. It is not here, but soon we hope. So have a great day, and we'll be talking to you soon. Bye.